Hey guys, welcome back to the Deciding Factor Extra. I'm John.
And I'm Alton.
And I'm Barb, and I've brought along with me today my good friend Andrea Becker to play Think Fast on a Deciding Factor Extra.
Oh, yeah. Make sure you check out her podcast with us where we discuss going or moving to a new country, possibly. So make sure you check that out. But also, I don't know about y'all, but the Texas True Blue coffee, we've talked about it on the show in the past. We've done some promos with it. The thing of it is I actually went on a camping trip with the family this weekend. We ran out of it, and therefore we were stuck with community coffee, the dark roast. I was honestly kind of grossed out at that point. And I'm actually a community coffee snob, so I actually like it, but it was really weird. So what, you don't like it?
Don't drink community coffee. True Blue coffee, it's good. I enjoy that. Not community, man.
Really?
What is community coffee?
It's a joke. Sorry, community coffee. It's for people who don't know what coffee is and they drink it. It's right down there with Folgers.
Okay. I thought it was like a camping joke, like a bad prank or something. No, okay. You're just saying like you ban. It's community coffee. Okay.
Totally. All right, guys. Stay tuned. This is going to be what's this game called, Barbara?
We are playing a game called He Said, She Said.
He said, she said. All right, guys, here it comes. This is the Deciding Factor Extra.
Bringing you their thoughts on today's news and current events. Coming to you from Austin, Texas. This is the Deciding Factor Extra. With your hosts, Alton Hill and John Herzog.
All right, guys. I'm ready for this. I think this will be good. So it's me and Alton versus Barb and Andrea.
Yes, this is the epic
Nailed
men
it.
versus women version of Think Fast. Okay, so
This could be North versus South too.
it could.
Let's stay away from that wording. That sounds really bad.
It does sound bad. You Confederates are going down. Okay. Now this first question I have, it's a tribute to science because science. I actually read a study about this. When you get out of the car, right? When you get out of the car, do you walk around the front or the back?
Front.
I go
This
out
is like
the side.
fasting.
Okay. No, I mean like, okay, you get out of the car and you're going to head to your house. You're going to walk around the front of the car or around the back.
Front. Well, yeah, generally the front.
Okay. John?
My car's parked differently, so it doesn't really apply normally. So I would have to say I would normally go around the front if I had a different situation going on.
Wow, y'all are voting like girls. Did you know that there is an actual study? Apparently, statistically, men always walk around the back of the vehicle first. Like they've got to check some, tailpipe or so, always. And women, I think it's instinctive that we find it safer to go around the front. Like we think we're not going to get backed over. If it's...
Let me preface that I am not a handyman, so that probably eliminates me from any car talk.
I back my car in everywhere.
Really?
Oh.
So,
Do you have an automatic backer upper?
nope.
Like a
Your
camera?
term.
No camera.
Nope.
I just back up because I don't like using when I'm ready to go. I just want to go. So I don't want to have to back up and then go.
Texans park there's some complicated boss parking in Texas that I learned the hard way, but that's another story for another time. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah,
Got to transition to the deep questions. In your own
I'm
words,
ready.
what is romance?
Ooh. Oh my goodness.
Mhm.
I tap.
You can't tap. It's an extra. Nobody's hurting you.
How about you answer, Barb? Come on.
Okay, but if I answer, I'm going to give away the answer, right?
Oh.
I mean, I had a
Well,
chance to
can't you
think
think
about
Oh,
it.
you have the ultimate answer. So you're
No, I
the
have
all-knowing.
I have my ultimate answer. I think romance is basically any act of wooing, whether before marriage or after marriage, anything where you are trying to win the affections of another person.
Oh, yeah. We woo.
So-
I wish
Yeah,
I wish you would have used word that I understood. You went from one word that I don't know what it means to another word that I don't know what it means.
So make it up. Define it.
I think it's just making the girl happy is really all it is.
But wait, is it all about a girl romance? Because quite frankly, I mean, romance would be you're wooing the other person for affection, according to Barb, then it would have to be from both sides. If you want romance to keep your relationship alive, well, then it would have to be both people contributing to maybe learn the other person's love language.
So when was the last time you wooed a guy?
Last night.
And you can't say sex because that's not really romance.
Isn't it? I think that's a question that I want to really
today, this morning, before I left the house, I said, where's my kiss? Because it's sometimes the small things, and I have to remind myself, kiss.
Yep, that's true.
Because I mean, after I don't know how long you guys have been married for, but you all kids. So I'm sure you're on a smoochy all the time.
If I leave the house without a kiss, if I leave the house without a kiss or I don't kiss her when I get back, I am on the verge of divorce every time. So I don't think that's romance anymore. I think that's more like a threat. Do it or I'll crawl.
Okay, so bad example. But I mean, in your own world, how do you romance your wife? I liked Andrea's example. She's conscientious about that.
Oh, you just send them to other men like the Backstreet Boys and have them spend time with them.
They're expensive, but
I really don't know. But as long as Heather's not going to listen, I did buy flowers. I just don't really get the dead plant thing. So I'm just kind of faking it. This is one of these areas where I'm just I see a movie or I hear somebody else say something and then I'm like, oh, I'll try that.
That's good.
Romeo, Romeo.
It worked on. Yeah, babe, let's drink this poison together. No. Yeah.
Gotta watch what you read. Jeez.
I guess. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I lose this game.
Tough question, man.
I do what I can. Okay. All right. Maybe this one will be easier.
Ask about motorcycles. Come on. Something that I know.
This could end up towards motorcycles. You could take it there. No judgment. Your 6-year-old self finds a fantastic stick. What do you play?
Oh my goodness.
Motorcycles.
Motorcycles?
No, I would be Donatello. Donatello, man. And I'd be like Ninja Turtle. What's up? For sure.
That's a really good answer. The only problem is I grew up getting my butt whipped all the time. So I break any stick I see so it can't be used on me.
Clever.
Dude.
You ever tried diapers? Putting the diaper layer on? I had those too. We had some extra diapers in the house, so we'd kind of do the diaper thing.
Interesting. I never thought of that.
What?
To pad yourself against, spanks.
I used books one time. And yeah. You're talking about getting spanked and you stuff a book down there? Yeah, I forget what my brother and I did, but it was bad. And we were we're going to die. And so my brother's like, man, I'm going to get this book. And he got an encyclopedia. And I'm like, bro, they're going to know. That's too obvious. Get a little golden book, man. It's flexible, or a coloring book. Anyway, we both did it. Got some thin books and we got beat. Parents left and we're like,
they didn't notice. The sound of the pop would have been totally different when it doesn't.
I don't know, but they didn't point it out. And I never tried it again because I thought, man, I got away with it that once. That was good. I'm happy I did it.
That's hysterical. Okay.
And that's why
Andrea,
what would
you play with a stick at age 6?
Well, I would probably be defending myself against my brothers who were trying to beat me with a stick. So I'd probably be just no.
It's like the movie The Croods Part 2 where it ends up in the eye every time.
Yeah.
No. That's good sticks too. I was going to say we would have played waterworks. When I was a kid, we had a whole bunch of that loose, the pea gravel. And I think I would have used the stick to create canals and ditches and run water.
Wow.
That was a major game for us at age 6. Then again, we had different things for spanks. So, okay.
The artistic soul.
What does the phrase, "we should take out the garbage," mean to you?
Hate it.
Supposing
take out
that it's
the
said
trash.
Yeah.
Like you're being told to take out the trash, or like maybe the person that brought it up might do it.
No, it sounds like I'm being told, go do it. Get it done.
Yeah, that's for sure. Like, why isn't it taken out yet?
Okay.
I've been in trouble lately, Alton.
I stay there, man.
Couldn't believe.
I'm actually just glad I got married, to be honest.
So you don't have to take out the garbage?
Like, we talked about that before we got married. We're just like, yeah, so I'll cook and you can take out the garbage.
Nice. I think it should have counted somewhere as a romance language, is taking out the garbage. Totally is for me. Yeah.
Really?
Legit.
See, this is why I don't know.
There was this gnarly stink bug that managed to crawl onto my windowsill, and it was hiding between the window and the rest of the car. My husband comes in, like I call, because this is who I am. I call him like, do you want me to kill this? Or do you want me to like put it under glass so you can look at it later? You know, he's like, no, I'm on my way in. And he brings his knife and like spears the stink bug and walks it out. It was just like what you read in history where they post the heads for the others to see. That to me, that is romance.
So that's a guy that has a knife that he has nothing to do with it.
Oh, he's got a lot to do with it. You got to be pretty comfortable to stab a
killing wild beasts.
Oh, is he like Crocodile Dundee?
But like not dead. Kind?
Who's dead now?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's smarter than Crocodile Dundee.
Yes. Crocodile Dundee died?
Oh, was it Crocodile? Was it Crocodile Dundee or the Crocodile?
No, Crocodile Dundee just made another movie on Netflix.
Yeah,
I don't think it's the same actor.
No, I don't think so, because I think the other crocodile guy died.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the crocodile hunter.
These females are confused about the crocodile people.
I think Dundee actually
I live
died
in a different
right?
hemisphere, people. Come on, I live in Germany. We don't have crocodiles here. We have civilized men that wear scarves.
Y'all don't even have snakes there, do you?
Snakes? We do have snakes, yeah. Actually.
Really?
Yeah, actually.
Like little brown snakes or snakes?
Well, in the Ukraine, a friend of mine, her son got bitten by a viper. His whole hand basically exploded and he had to go to the hospital. And actually, my kids like snakes a lot, which I don't. But the youngest one was praying that he would see one in France. And then they saw some, I don't know what kind of snakes, because I wasn't there. My husband thought it'd be fun to look for snakes with him. So they found some poisonous snakes.
That's gross. Wow.
You know, in Jamaica, they had a bad snake problem. No. They had a bad rat problem. So they brought in a bunch of snakes. Then the snakes ate all the rats. And then they had a snake problem. Then they brought in a bunch of, I don't know if it's mongooses or mongoose. But anyway, now they have a mongoose problem.
Oh,
so what do you bring in to get rid of mongoose? I mean, in the end, you're going to have a tiger problem, and I don't know what you do about that.
Yeah, it's escalation.
Yeah, you probably move on to the next question. Okay. I think I know the answer to this one, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Which feels longer, the Super Bowl or a musical on DVD?
Oh, my gosh. It's got to be a musical. That Hamilton was definitely 4 hours long. With
Andrea,
no commercials. No commercials.
No, I haven't. But I love musicals.
Yeah, it's not 4 hours long. The Super Bowl actually is. And they talk about it for weeks. And then you make food for it for days. And then you sit like a slug on the couch for hours and hours and hours. And there's nothing to tap your toe to at the end.
But there's funny commercials involved in it too.
Is there?
Yeah.
Really? Come on.
Oh,
you don't.
I'm like anti-football, man. Like I used to play it.
No, you're on the wrong team here.
You're a jiu-jitsu dude now, right?
No one has invited me to watch the Super Bowl in 3 years, which I feel like is a good thing for me.
I wonder why.
No one is inviting me to watch a musical either, though, which is also in my book.
Alton, mid-May, we should watch a musical. We should watch Hamilton so you can see that John is wrong. It's a really catchy movie.
Yes, Alton.
I would rather watch the Super Bowl for sure. I watched
I don't think that's true.
The Greatest Showman. That's like a musical.
And it wasn't very good.
Well, yeah.
Really?
I agree.
I kind of loved it. That's funny. I kind of loved it.
I do like some of the songs in there, but it's just not my thing.
The plot was kind of I thought. But I actually do like musicals, though. I just thought it was a bit of a lame plot.
I do agree with Barb, Alton. You do need to spend some one-on-one time with Barb, and that's like the perfect way to get to know her better.
There you go. Because Hamilton, you know how it used to be in the 90s that people would say that The Godfather has the answer to every question, right? Like everything in life, you can pull a quote from The Godfather and it speaks to it. Hamilton is the new Godfather. There is nothing that can happen that there is not a Hamilton quote to address. Wow, rude with the Z's on your head. Okay, next one is for Alton.
Also, like I was listening, so
Hamilton, I appreciate that.
Too. Godfather.
Okay. Man, that was the perfect filter for that.
Here's my last question, because I'm about done with all y'all. Now I can be texting. You find a letter addressed and stamped. It's on the road. What do you do with it?
In the mailbox.
Okay. One for putting in the mailbox. Do you know what a letter is? It's like it's kind of like email, but it's on
Am
paper.
I walking or driving and see it?
Walking. Shuffling along. Taking your dog for a walk. Whatever. Something that you can actually pick up.
Shuffling along. You're shuffling along, John.
Every day I'm shuffling. That was the redneck version.
Address and see if it's close. If like it's that house right there, I just go knock on the door. But if it's like a street over and the mailbox is right there, I'm just like, well, I don't know how it's like in Canada A or Germany or in the north where you're from, Barbara, but in my neighborhood, we have like the clumps of mailboxes where we can, so it's not like a mailbox at every house. Anyway, so I just put it in there.
Okay. I'm either going to leave it or trash it because there's no telling which way it's going. Like, did they just put it in?
Well, assume that it has no like postage. It hasn't been postmarked. Like this is an unmailed. Yeah, this is an unmailed.
You said it was
letter.
I didn't realize.
And it's been stamped and it has an address on it. Like it's ready to be mailed, but things happen and it didn't.
If there's a mailbox nearby, I'll probably pick it up and put it in. If there's not, then.
So none of you would open it.
No, unless it looked like it was me.
Me neither.
See, okay. I wanted to say that, but I'm on radio, so I don't want to do that.
So would you? The women, I would either, I mean, most likely I'd probably just walk by it. I think the same thing about money that you find on the road. Like, I'm not going to pick it up because if I'm the one that dropped money on the road, I'm probably going to wander back and try and like retrace my steps. So when I find things, I leave them.
I'm picking up money.
Yeah, not me.
You blew it.
But hang up things on trees and objects. So if you like drop something, you will always find it because they like, if you drop a mitten from a kid or a scarf, they'll like place it nicely on a twig. So the next time you walk past, you'll find it.
I find that lovely. Do you think that's why there's shoes hanging from all the trees around here?
Maybe.
Because I always thought it was an indication that drugs were sold there, but maybe.
That is what it's
returning their shoes. Yeah. Okay. All right. This has been, probably actually last question is there any way in a game of men versus women think fast that the women don't win? I think no. Like, I think that pretty much you came into the game rigged.
We're not playing romance on here, so I think the men win.
Huh. You want a stick?
Yeah. You wish.
All right. Game goes to you.
Game goes to us. Power of the stick.
Alton, we're waiting for your next little line there. Some more Z's or so?
No, I'm trying to behave in this this little deal. Weird. I almost got in a lot of trouble recently on Women's Day. There's some of the things that I was sharing with my wife that I wanted to put on social media that I just don't think that the world is ready for. So I'm going to save my sense of humor and give it to myself.
The world's not ready for it, or you're not ready to handle the backlash?
Yeah, I just don't want to deal with all of my jokes.
Did it possibly involve like, what are we celebrating about Women's Day? Oh, their ability to give birth and cook. Was that possibly one of the?
I love women, but I also love making fun of women. And I'm totally okay with that. And I think that there's plenty of things that you can make fun of guys for too. Just think everybody's oversensitive. I mean, I think we should crack jokes about sandwiches and curbing your wheels and stuff. But I think like everybody's.
You know what? I might just start crying.
See? Women just overly emotional, you know? What are you going to do? Anyway.
Okay, this has been yet another edition of the Deciding Factor Extras. Thank you. Thank you, Andrea, for making it fun and tipping the scales in my direction. This is pretty good.
All right, guys, we'll catch you next time. Say bye.
Bye.
This has been another episode of the Deciding Factor Extra, giving you food for thought on real-life issues. Be sure to click, like, and subscribe to this podcast, as well as all your big social media outlets. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Don't forget to check out our website, thedecidingfactorpodcast.com, and give us comments and feedback. Until next time, stay safe and keep an open mind.